there anything after this whole situation, the quarantine, that you would like? No more nonsense with this. This just needs to be fixed now. Could be anything.
I like that idea. Like if we were to pivot, like here's how we would try to fix things and what needs to be nipped in the bud.
It could be big, small, like there's a thing out there right now to make 9/11 First Responders Day.
Oh yeah.
Which is a fantastic idea.
Absolutely.
Are you saying as far as what needs to be changed after this, as far as anything in the city, or what are you saying about it? Like, I'm kind of confused.
Just anything that you would want changed. Doesn't necessarily have to be in the city, but like people are going to be making positive changes. A lot of businesses are going to be making changes. What change would you like to see? Could be anything.
Man, I know what I like to see. I like to see an option for everybody who I like to see an option for people to work from home. I feel like shit. We've seen that everybody in the country is basically doing their thing from home, except for essential workers, of course. So shit, why don't we have that be an option going forward? Because nobody's going back to work fully for the next 2 months. So
definitely not.
So it's like if we're learning as a country how to function with what we got, then why not, when all this shit kind of blows over, why not keep that as a viable option? I don't think America has ever considered having either a 4-day work week or an option to where you can just work from your home 5 days out of the week. And there'd probably be some kind of stipulations to where you may have to take like a salary cut or something like that. But I think shit, this is what the new normal is, and we might as well keep it that way once all this shit is done, or at least keep the possibility of it.
Or at least find common ground how to come up with these new rules, because there's like a distrust. They don't trust that you'll do the work at home. Even if they put a video camera on you, I feel like that would be, that's what it takes, accountability to.
But real shit, they don't know if you're doing the work when you're at your office either. So I've spent
You're there physically, yeah.
Yeah, I've spent many a billable hour shit. Like that's just what it is. Everybody who goes to work for 8 hours a day doesn't fucking work 8 hours a day. I don't care if I clock in at 8 o'clock. I'm not doing shit until 10, and that's just what it is. And so, but shit still gets done. Like I said, everybody in the country, for the most part, except for postal workers and grocery workers, have been in construction, of course, have been working from home for the last 30 days damn near. And everything is still pretty much running as it should. So what's the fucking point of going back to something that, doesn't suit our current needs as a country, man? There's gonna be people getting sick from this corona shit for
a while.
Time.
Waves and waves.
A long time. So I don't know. I think that's one thing that needs to be adjusted once all this shit is over with, man. Adjust the 40-hour work week, adjust the circumstances available, or the options available for doing your fucking job.
Now, I'd raise on top of that universal basic income. Give you the option, if you even want to be out there working, if you at least should have enough money for food and shelter.
I hear you, comrade.
I mean,
with that said,
they make it seem like socialism, but yeah.
Like I said, all right, I hear you. Sic semper tyrannis.
And with that said, I want to welcome everybody to the LOUDcast.
LOUDcast.
The LOUDcast. I'm Lewis Johnson, here with the co-hosts Nick Desiato, Dustin Prestige. Dustin, where are you at this week? That place looks familiar.
I'm from somewhere down under the sea.
Okay.
With
Sebastian or who?
No, I'm down here with this little annoying little bitch named Shirley or Sally. I've been drinking, so I can't really remember.
Might be Sandy. It could be Sandy.
Sandy, that's the
could be Sandy.
That's that motherfucker. Yeah, she's. But other than that, just working on holding my breath for extended periods of time.
Right. How's the quarantine life treating you?
Shit, man, I'm just swimming around, man.
Word. Nick, how about you? How's quarantine life treating you?
I'm happy to be back in quarantine. I work the weekend, so I'm off today and tomorrow. But yesterday, my allergies were so bad that I was like unconscious. I was It was like
Your
the
allergies
worst
get
day of
so
the
bad,
year.
you start panicking, don't you? You're like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
No, the people at work, there was like a witch hunt. They're like, I think he has it. Cause I was like turning white and they were like, you should probably get out of here. And I'm like, no, I'm like, and I'm trying to like compose myself because it was
Right.
it's about to get real serious.
I feel like you will no longer be able to cough, sneeze in public after this. Everybody's going to look at you fucked up.
The new thing they're calling is anti-maskers who don't wear masks and they're like, brace yourself, it's coming.
That's crazy.
You gotta wear gloves and masks now. That's so fucking
right.
It's just
when before it was like creepy.
Crazy, man. We got fucking video phones and we have to wear hazmat suits to go outside.
It's getting worse. There's a stay-at-home protest in Michigan where all these people are parking in the streets to stop people from like getting to the hospitals and things. It's like awful.
What?
You didn't see the pictures? Let me see if I can.
But to stop them from getting into the hospital, and then what? Like, what's the point of that?
They're like, it's basically manslaughter because you're stopping them from getting ambulances and
getting them help.
Yeah, it's absurd.
That's some crazy shit.
Scientology was right, man.
What? Yo.
I just feel like this lines up with their fucking mission or some shit like that. It just, I don't know. It seems weird. All this shit seems dystopian to me. And I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking figure it out on a day-to-day basis. Because if the bank shut down...
Oh, then it's trouble.
Yo, like, what are we gonna fucking do? Like, I just got a fucking stimulus check, so I'm like,
Same.
Yo, so I'm like,
You got yours? I didn't get mine yet.
Yeah, man.
Ours came this morning.
My shit cleared 5 o'clock this
Congrats.
afternoon.
Yep.
So I'm trying to make America great again tonight, bro.
We made our savings account great again. So
my thing is, man, if you don't fucking go out and buy a gun and a Bible with it, you're not American and right, bro. Like, you have to gotta put this shit towards some fucking right wing properties, man.
Well, I just want a property. That's why I put it away. You know.
$1,200, man. Is it? I don't know. I like that. There's some kind of like rumblings that we may get. I
saw that.
Yeah, they're trying to get a bill passed to make it to where every American gets $2,000 per month. Until the all the COVID shit clears up, which would be dope as fuck.
And as a couple, if you make under $269,000, you would get $2,400 a month.
Yeah,
that's
crazy, man. I haven't seen anything about stimulus shit since what was that, like 2008? When did they do that fucking the last time they did something like that?
That's when everything else crashed.
Did you guys read today how Trump's putting his name on the physical checks? That's what held it up.
Yeah.
He wants to put it.
But no, as hilarious as I think that is, I mean, I did hear that it didn't really delay it that much. I heard that's like more of a media thing.
Well, the thing is, most of Americans already have either a bank account or access to something. So, like, all the fucking they said most of the stimulus shits went out electronically over the last 4 or 5 days.
Right.
It started late last week, and so everybody's pretty much going to get their shit by the end of the week if you have direct deposit. It's just older folks and people that don't fuck with banks and shit like that. They're the ones that's going to be waiting around for this shit. But I don't know. That's I want another check, goddammit. See, that's me being American. I just got paid today, and I'm like, fuck it, I want some more. What?
Well, I think like Canada's getting like $2,000 a month.
Yep, they get $2,000 a month, and they started. When they said they started in March.
So Nick, can you pull that article back up? We didn't get a chance to look at it.
Canada got it right, man.
Canada does have it right. That's life-changing money right there.
$2,000 a month.
Especially if it didn't count against your income at all or anything like that.
Oh, I'm telling you, if you already getting a salary pay, and then you get this on top of that.
So what is it, Nick? Go ahead.
Yeah, they're protesting out front of Spartan Hospital in Michigan against stay at home. Like they're being tortured into having to stay, and they're trying to uprise against it.
By just blocking the hospital so people can't get into it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Rude.
And I think it was one of these Trump Facebook gathering setups. It's very, very conservative.
These like MAGA folks is doing all this shit. I can't tell. I can't see.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get.
Zoom in.
That's all right. All right.
My entire family is messaging me about the and if you're watching this and you're a LOUDcast fan, please go and check the Facebook page. We just post, and the YouTube page. We just posted a new video. It's Nick and I with my grandfather and Ronnie from Ronnie and Markel Make a Podcast. We're on our way to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and we just broke down like a little preview before going to see the movie. And I sent it to a lot of my family members right before we recorded this, and they are like laughing their asses off. Nick, they love it.
Dave's a star. We got to get him on this show.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a great movie, man.
That was definitely a good movie, especially when I watched it the second time and actually knew the story.
Yeah. I waited a while to see it because I've been to the Tarantino stand. Like as soon as his movies come out, I would go see them in the theater like the day of. But I waited for that one, man. But it was pretty fucking good. I wouldn't say it was his worst movie, but you know, I like it.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned that NASCAR driver dropped the N-word. Like, what the hell happened with that?
Not surprised.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, man.
So I think his name is Kyle Larson. Basically what NASCAR has been doing is they're doing virtual racing. So they'll set you up with a little video game. You can get sponsorships. They'll give you like the wheel and the pedals and all that. And they will set up a real event where like you're racing against other NASCAR drivers in this virtual event. You have your pit crew in your ear. So your pit crew can like tell you, hey, like this driver's coming up on your left, this driver's coming up on your right, blah, blah, blah. So this one driver is sitting there and he's getting ready. They're getting ready to start, right? And you know, it's like a kind of rolling a little bit. And all of a sudden he's trying to talk to his pit crew guy or his like manager or whatever. So he's like, hey. And there's no response. And the guy goes, hey, nigger.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden it's silence and you just hear the other drivers responding to him like, hey, dude, we can all hear you. And then someone else is like, yeah, bro, we heard that, man. And it's unbelievable. Yeah. So like,
damn, Ricky Bobby.
That happened, I'd say maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. And now, which to my shock and surprise, he's lost sponsorships. He was fired from his racing team. They are, a lot of people are in that NASCAR scene are distancing themselves from him.
Canceled.
Which is weird for me because I'm like, if there's any sport where this man will be okay and no one's going to be rioting and picketing him outside of races, he will be fine in this sport, right?
The context, yeah.
Right? So like, I'm just very surprised. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest. This is beyond what I thought was going to happen to this guy.
They definitely did the right thing.
Suspended indefinitely. There's not even a timetable on it. That's the weird part. I don't know. Nick,
it seems like until it blows over, like, oh, until everybody forgets about this, he'll do the tour. I mean,
I don't know. I feel two ways about that. One, okay, you gotta be more careful, bro. Like first and foremost, man. Like you gotta be more careful. Two, I'm not surprised, man. Hearing a NASCAR driver say "nigga" is kind of like hearing a chef say "paprika."
Right.
I'm not shocked.
Right.
It's not oh my god, but you know, and then losing sponsorships and shit like that. That just comes with the damn deal these days. You fuck up on the internet, and people that pay you thousands and sometimes millions of dollars are gonna pull their fucking money back.
pretty much.
Do better next time.
Let me hit the video real quick.
Yeah,
If you guys have any audio issues, let me know.
All right. Can't hear it. Hey, y'all can hear this?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
You can't hear it at all?
Nah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. We'll have to figure that out. Damn. What if I did?
To me, that's like real racism though, because that was like a Freudian slip. He meant that shit. That's not like, oh.
But that's the thing is like, and Dustin, tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like you can see through the bullshit of that. He said it so effortlessly, like it just. Oh, so like,
I'm from the South, okay? I look at this shit totally different. Or the news is tripping like, oh my God, this NASCAR racer was at home, comfortable, and said this word. And it's like, okay, yeah, I've been called that by cops to my face before. So like, what's the fucking difference? Because he's gonna get, he's a rich dude who fucking fucked up. He's gonna get his endorsements back more than likely by the time all this shit blows over. If corporations still exist once the COVID, shit conquers the world. But I don't know.
I feel like the climate of his crew right now, or anyone who's talking to him from that scene, isn't like, how dare you say something like that? It's more like, all right, man, look, all right, you know what I'm saying? You say a little something in public or whatever. You're not really supposed to say that out there. We all say it behind the scenes. Don't worry about it. Like, it ain't no big deal.
Somebody,
a couple years, you'll be fine.
Dude, chill, man.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Just stay home, be safe, like they say, and then we'll bring you back a couple years. You'll be all right.
Turn the mic off, man.
Yeah. Oh, and you know he says that all the time.
Of course.
You know. He said it effortless.
That's the time they caught him saying it for, that day.
Right.
That's all it is. He says it.
Oh, man.
That reminds me what I was going to bring up about. Yeah, we have like 3 minutes. That's why I wanted to jump in. But
I think it's crazy. Like the biggest sports stories are digital sports. That's really where we are right now.
Hey, we got nothing else.
It wasn't a real NASCAR race. It was some niggas playing a video game.
It's like hate inception from my wife because she hates basketball. And then I was watching NBA 2K the other day. It was Trae Young playing NBA 2K. She's like, this is my nightmare. I love that game.
It's a great game. You do? You play it?
Oh, yeah.
Which system?
PS4.
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Are you serious?
Which version you got? I'm a couple years behind, but yeah.
I downloaded, I have 20.
Okay. Well, let me look.
Listen. Get 20. You can download it from the server. It's on a discount.
Okay.
I have not used the NBA in that game yet. I only play with the WNBA players.
Wait, you can? I didn't know that.
They have the entire, because the Bonfire wants to do a WNBA tournament.
Oh, shit. Come on in, man. I got.
Tell me you have the Sparks.
Player.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Phoenix Mercury. Brittany Griner.
Sue Bird? No.
Brittany January. I'm telling you.
And while we're
that's not fair. That's a big three.
I'm nice. Please download that game.
Shout out to the Houston Comets, the first WNBA champions.
Cynthia Cooper.
4 times in a row.
Yeah.
4 rings, bruh. And now they don't exist anymore.
So Nick, did you say you needed to close it out with something?
Well, yeah, just like Justin mentioned how he's like used to how awful it is that he's like kind of numb to how they use the word. It reminds me like the Trump feedback loop of like today with the stimulus check of putting his name on it. It's like we hear some bullshit and then we get so excited and panic over it like it's awful, and then it just gets forgotten in a couple of days because he's going to pull some new shit, and then we just have this constant loop of it happening over and over again that it just becomes normalized, that we get conditioned. So it's like you have to be conscious of these things happening constantly, that if you break these habits, then you can kind of start thinking for yourself and have more like agency. And
I'm with you. What you got there? A nail clipper? What you clipping your nails?
Yeah, man. I got like I invested in a very fancy one. It's got
Okay.
Shit's like adamantium, bro. It's sick.
Wolverine shit.
Yeah, double-sided rubber grips.
He said rubber grips.
We have some fun with that shit.
That's hilarious.
Ooh, it's been upgraded by the host.
What is that, Nick? What pops up?
What's that?
What is that upgrade host mean? What does that mean?
I think that after a certain amount of time it stops. So maybe that's what happened. Are you seeing it on your screen? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It says you've been upgraded by the host.
Yep.
Okay, probably just charging me shit.
Oh, it doesn't. What's
Unless
the charge?
maybe no, I didn't see anything. Maybe I can move you to be the host, and that would. Not sure.
Get it. I'm underwater. It's floating.
Are we going underwater? Let me find something.
Man, I just watched a movie called The Platform. Y'all gotta check that shit out.
What's that about?
It's like takes place. It's about a prison that's 200 stories and it's concrete, and it's basically a cell, a space with like a concrete room with two people in it. Every room has two people and stacked on top of each other, and inside each room is a hole where you can see straight down to the bottom of the fucking nice fucking mask. You can see to the bottom of the fucking jail. And every day there's a platform of food that has enough to feed everybody in the jail, and it lowers itself to each floor for an hour every day. So however long the table is there, you can eat whatever the fuck you want, but you can't hold anything from the table, and you can't like try to stash anything, or your room will heat up and bake you to death. So the platform lowers from floor to floor every day, and the people that are on like the top few levels, they get all the the food and shit, like the good food when it's freshly made. Like the people that are on the 800 or the 100 and 200 level, they basically get the scraps and shit like that. So I kind of went off tangent with the fucking story, but it's about this dude that wakes up in a fucking jail, and he's his cellmate is some old dude, and he learns the rules of when the platform is at your level, then you can eat. Once it's gone, you're pretty much fucked. It's about like society and shit like that, but it's I think they made it in Spain, and it's dubbed in English, but it's really fucking dope. It was like ranked number 4 or 5 on the Netflix movies and shit last week.
Nice.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, it's really fucking. It's not too long. It's like about an hour and a half of a watch. It's really kind of but it's dope. It's really dope.
Coming up soon on the LOUDcast, what I'd like to do is have Dr. Steve, and I did mention this last week, Dr. Steve on the show. So if you guys could get your Dr. Steve COVID questions, sexual questions.
I just say, they all have to be COVID? Because
any questions, he'll be happy to join us, and we'll definitely promote his show on Faction Talk, Sirius XM,
Dr.
channel 103.
Sweet.
He's awesome.
Fluid.
That mask looks fantastic. Sticking to your face real good too. Is that one of the Snapchat filters?
Yep. What do you think? We'll just do Wednesdays every time, or you want to do more? What do you think?
Honestly, I was hoping if you guys are both free, maybe we could do so today, like I did a Raw report pre-record, and then I did the Bonfire full show.
Who was a guest on Raw?
She was a doctor, Katie something. Yeah, we were just talking about the virus and staying at home and trying not to get cabin fever, that kind of stuff. On the Bonfire, it was Sal Volcano from Impractical Jokers, Joe DeRosa. One of the best episodes we've ever done.
Really?
No way.
Hands down. Hands down. And if you guys don't have Sirius XM is free still.
Oh, shit.
And it's going to be free until the foreseeable future. So I would jump on that for a little while.
Joey Roses. I'm starting to collect my fucking weed containers now. It's fucking sick, bro.
I had to throw a few out.
Like, I just shits is just like, this is nothing but fucking.
Is that a Sam container?
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
If you know, you know. I got mad containers around here, man.
That's fantastic.
Such a fucking just degenerate.
But yeah, we definitely got to get a whole bunch of Dr. Steve questions set. He's a good dude.
Man, old school.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Been listening to Dr. Steve since the O&A days, man.
For real.
That's
That's
long
crazy.
time. She's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
I got that shit first in 2004, bro. Nobody had it.
How familiar are you both with the subject of aliens? How do you think?
The movie
Are they-
or like the actual aliens?
Actual alien being, do you feel like they actually exist? Do you think it's bullshit?
Motherfuckers out there.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it's in a sense where they are out there on a different planet, or do you think they're here walking amongst us and we have no idea?
I used to think they were walking amongst us, but now I think that any alien technology or any alien like civilization, if they got to witness us on Earth, they'd be like, nah, fuck that planet. You know, like we're not going nowhere near those motherfuckers, man. You see what they're doing? Like, I feel like we're like the backwoods cousin of intelligent life in the universe.
Mm.
Yeah, I really think that's what it is. I think any civilization with half a fucking brain or the technology that we think that they have or we theorize they have, they're not coming anywhere fucking near us. But they out there though. They fucking damn near. They out there. They built the pyramids. Fuck that.
Right? You think they? Oh, I don't think they built the pyramids. I don't know. Nick, how you feel?
You caught me. I'm one of them. So I'm not sure. I mean, anything's possible. I think everything's so vast that we can't travel the distance. I mean, if we eventually, it's not going to happen in our lifetime, I would think. I mean, if technology progressed so quickly, but it doesn't move. I mean, we're at a standstill.
That we were just like basically just animals walking around, and aliens came to Earth and were like sprinkled us with their DNA and shit, and then we just got smarter.
Like they decided, hey.
That's what I mean. And some people theorize that that's what happened. That we were just like primates and chimps and shit walking around and on four legs, and aliens came to the planet and was like, hey, look, they have potential, and they literally just put some of their DNA into fucking into the chimps and shit, and that's what became modern man.
Picture like that commercial with Mean Joe Green where he tosses his jersey, but instead it's just an alien tossing.
Like,
thanks, Mean Joe.
Shit. What's the movie not about? It's not Alien. It's the one that's like in the alien like folklore or some shit. Prometheus.
Oh shit! Yeah, the engineers.
Yeah, that's like that kind of shit. That's basically the theory that it is. Like they came to a planet that looked to be pretty, habitable, or it's not habitable. What's the fucking word? You can live there, and they just put their little spin on it, and that's where civilization came from.
There was this great video today. This guy tried to carry on a whole thing of crabs, and then when it got to the turnstile, they all jumped out and they were everywhere. And they're like, "This shit reminds me of aliens." Let me see if I can find that.
With a creepy ass fucking movie, man. They had to make one of the top movie monsters of all time. That fucking the Alien.
Oh shit, yeah.
The actual Alien.
When I was younger, I went to the there's a Smithsonian Institute in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have an IMAX there as well. It was like one of the first times I went to a museum, so I was really excited. and I saw an Alien IMAX movie, and it scared the living shit out of me as a kid. And ever since that point, I was always afraid. Yo, that's hilarious.
What the fuck?
They're everywhere. Could you imagine that shit?
Like real seafood crabs. Shit, I'm grabbing a couple before I leave. I'm grabbing 5 or 6 before I get out of there.
A hot little dozen before we get out of here.
I might pick a couple up that don't weigh too much and put it back down. Yeah, let me get that one over there.
Oh, shit.
Let me get him. Yeah, let me get him.
He ready for war too. Like, fuck.
How did he get them all to stay in the case? There's tons.
Please send me this video.
Yeah.
My uncle is from the Bahamas, and he would love that video.
I tell you, man, those crabs are fucking.
The guy's trying to.
Yo, send me this video. That is great.
They're just delicious fucking monsters.
Yo. Lunch has arrived.
See, that's what makes me think anything's possible. I look at those things. That's some alien shit.
Like, imagine you're the first person that ever saw a crab in human history. Like, that's gotta fuck your head up.
Right.
Like water spiders. It's just coming.
Water spiders.
That's what it is. Like, what the fuck?
Walking sideways.
Yo, the motherfuckers got like claws and shit. That would creep somebody the fuck out. That's crazy. Motherfuckers in the airport with a bag of crabs.
God, it's alien shit.
Bikini bottoms in this motherfucker.
Well, all right, man. Let's close it out. Let's hit us up with some plugs. Dustin, why don't you start with the plugs, please, sir?
Dustin Prestige. Go check my new song called Square Business. It's on SoundCloud because I can't clear the sample, so it can't get on the iTunes or Spotify and Apple Music. So SoundCloud for now, motherfucker. DustinPrestige.com, and crackle.
Nick, what you got?
Download the app, please.
Like how I was motivational.
That was it?
Please download the app.
Please.
That is all.
Well, you know me, Lewis Johnson, at Lewis Johnson. You can actually see that right over. Can I get there? Can I get there? Can I get there? Can I get there? I can't get there. Nope, wrong way. It's mirrored. There we go. Right there. Bang. At Lou. Oh, look at the SpongeBob one, Nick. At Lewis Johnson on Instagram. At Lewis Johnson 21 on Twitter. The Raw Report SXM on Instagram. The Bonfire SXM on Instagram. The LOUDcast on YouTube.
Oh, that's what I could plug. You can link all of your social medias in the app. So put them all up.
Okay. So now, Nick, if there's ever like an event that the LOUDcast is throwing, will it be in the app? And will I be able to find it in the app and get there with other people that may be signed into the app?
Good question, sir. You can see the apps through the Google Calendar, and then we send notifications right to your phone. So even if you miss it, it'll still bug you unless you turn it on.
Okay, great. So if we were doing a public event, let's say something that we spoke about before, like an album listening party, and we said, hey, everybody sign up, get the app. You can sign up if you'd like. We're all going to be meeting here. The location is actually in the app.
That's right.
Directions through the app, GPS through the app, and
Yep,
show up and have a good time with us.
You can even see who's there. If you hate the crowd, fucking bail.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
That's for those people that always are like, well, who's going?
That's right, exactly.
That's my favorite go-to phrase right there.
Yeah.
So who all gonna be there? Okay.
Oh, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Let me get back to you.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will talk to you guys soon. Might do a happy hour Friday edition. You never know. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll talk to you guys soon.
I'm gonna head out like this.
Have I made myself clear?